Retro Rob plays everything.
Hey, Rob here, and welcome to GPD XD Live. It's been a while since I've done one of these. My goodness, usually I do them every week. Skipped a week last week, sorry about that. I didn't really mean to. I just got busy with some other things. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. But anyway, every week we talk about the GPD XD, which is, of course, this handheld Android gaming device. And if you've got any kind of Android device, of course, and a joystick, you can play along. This week we're looking at Fractal Combat X, which is a free-to-play game. However, if you just buy something and clear the ads out, it is a pretty fun game to play. I would recommend it. I would recommend that you spend the minimum needed to get rid of ads. Anyway, so no ads in here once you pay. It's not so bad. It's a little bit grindy, but I think you'll agree that the gameplay is quite a bit of fun. All right, so let's look. Oh, by the way, it's by Oik Games, and of course, there is a link down below. Oik Games. By the way, that's not a graphic blarb. That is my backlight. It's up too high. That sucks. So I'm going to be a little bit pixelated today. All right, so the first thing you'll notice is, of course, it does respond to movement controls, the gyroscope, but it doesn't control that way, don't worry. I mean, it can if you want, but you're going to be playing with the physical controls, which it, of course, supports. First thing we're going to look at is we've got the jet fighters. You can purchase a number of different jet fighters. It does take a bit of grinding to get them. It's not that bad, though. There's also upgrade boosts, and that is important because I'll show you the upgrade screen in a minute, but you're going to want to do that so that you can get into the daily stuff. And, of course, I recently formatted the GPD, so I lost my save game because I forgot to save it. Yes, I know you can sync it to Dropbox or whatever, but my Dropbox account is long full and suspended. And I just don't feel like doing it, honestly. So anyway, this is a new game for me, but I've got quite a bit of experience with it. All right, anyway, back to it. Different skins you can buy. Blah, blah, blah. You've got basically 4 different stats, as you can see: speed, agility, attack, and defense, which is, of course, like your shields and, everything else I think is pretty self-explanatory. Note that you do not have, like, machine guns on your plane or ship or whatever the heck it is. It's kind of a plane ship. It's a plip. There's a game years ago called Skyfox. It was long before Star Fox, by the way, so no getting mad. It was on the Commodore 64, and it was pretty cool, and it was a bit like this in a way. Had the kind of a hybrid ship thing. Boy, I'm babbling today. All right, so upgrades. Up to it. Speed, agility, attack again, and here are the things you can upgrade. Generator does speed. Of course, this is missiles. You want to upgrade these as much as possible, as soon as possible. I don't find the controls to be too bad on my plane by default, but of course, depending on the plane, it might matter, but you'll be able to turn faster. Armor, you want a lot of this. I'm not buying a lot right now because I want to upgrade my ability to upgrade on that last screen, but it does matter. Also, these electronics, this matters too because the more locks you get, the more missiles you can fire, and that's a big deal because you're going to want to be able to fire as many as possible. So you can see I'm maxed at the top 2, and that's a big deal to me, so I'm going to have to level up pretty quick here. All right, let's go pick a mission and not die, hopefully. Let's go to a second level here. There are different levels, obviously. I mean, it would be kind of boring if you were in the same thing, but I've seen it done. There's the story mode, which is, I don't know, there's a story, I guess. Not much of one. There's quick missions where you can just jump into a mission right away, just a randomly generated mission. It's okay if you want to make some points real quick. There's also the daily specials, which right now I can't get into because I do not have a Class 1 ship, but I soon will. And I'll be able to play those then. But it's nice to know because that way you don't run out of missions. Not that the missions vary a whole lot, but, it's nice to it's nice to just do something different every once in a while. Another thing too, you see how many like little missiles I've got? All right, you get more points obviously, or more money, depending on how many of those missiles you've unlocked during the game. A lot of it depends on how much damage you take. So I took quite a bit of damage on Area B there at the end. All right, what, you want to actually see the game? I'm going to do the extractor just because I think it's kind of an interesting looking level, and then maybe we'll hit lake extractors if it doesn't run over. Here we go. Okay, some notes. Make sure you're on expert flight mode. It's no fun on arcade or beginner. Come on. Play like a boss. Notice how I start flying down right away? That's because the gyroscopic controls pick up right away. Right trigger speeds up. You can see. Left trigger slower down a little bit. And now let's try and get in here. Okay, if it's painted as a target, that means it is a mission critical target. So let's kill him. They're just planes. There's some big, nasty, floaty base things that are pretty hard to kill. I mean, they're not like super hard to kill. Early on, they're not too bad, but later on, it gets hard. Woo! Let's see, let me put down a little bit. I do have the graphics on full. It does have an auto detector where it will detect your graphics. The problem is it doesn't tell you what it's detected your graphics at, so I just put it on high and let it go. And it seems to work just fine. Down there a little bit. As you can see, these are like real plane controls. Pretty free to flip, turn, do whatever I want. Which is nice. I love the graphics on this game. I know they're not like, you know, super detailed or anything, but I think they're well done. It's got a decent soundtrack. However, I highly suggest you just play Danger Zone on a really long loop, just over and over. If you can, like, just play the refrain, you know, Highway to the Danger Zone over and over again, and just skip the rest of the song. That would really be good. It would really help the effect of this. And maybe if you can throw out like the word space in there, so it's Highway to the Space Danger Zone, so you can really just feel it. I think you could really annoy your significant other and enjoy this game more at the same time. So yeah, Rob tip there, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I do like this game quite a bit. And it tends to get installed on most of my Android devices, and it's kind of funny that I haven't shown this one before. Considering how often I can be seen playing it. Come on. I love flying low. You can crash. I'm not gonna though, because, you know, I'm just such an amazing gamer. On the Android. I'm like an Android gaming god. No.
Mission accomplished.
And there we go. I got a little bit of cash. I love some of the text though, man. Nicely done. I'm glad to see you back in one piece. Sometimes they say something like, I was really happy with that mission. It's like, come on, guys. Anyway, on to it. Let's do one more mission. Did I go through, like, some of the different fighters? I don't think I did. So here's some of the locked fighters. And let's do... Here we go. I missed class 2, I gotta tell you. Alright, let's go back now. And if you look at my upgrades... Hey! Oh, they went up automatically, alright. And let's up that shield. Bring that up a little bit. There we go. And let's accept it. Lake extractors. Yeah, tough guardians. That was a pain in the butt one. Remember that mission. It's kind of funny how in games you'll sometimes just remember a mission because of how horrid it was. How difficult it was. You gotta kill those guardians really fast. Look at, there's one. Look at the size of that thing. Oh no! I did crash. I bumped into one. Oh, that is suck. Ah, no.
Mission failed.
Back to it. Let's hit it one more time. Let's try it one more time. that was sucky.
Approaching planet surface. Prepare to engage.
Again, if it is a primary target, it is marked as a target, so you will want to kill it. If it is not marked as a target, it is a secondary target. You don't have to worry about killing it. However, you probably do want to for extra points. Note this energy. Pick it up because those are your shields. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that too. See? Look at that. More time. A little bit more explanation. You have both shields. You can see to the right. If you see the flashing, that armor? Alright, that's my armor. And that's going down right now because I don't have shields. So I want to pick up energy to give me more shields. Of course, once you run out of it, armor, I almost said ammo, you're dead. So pick these up. Very often they make it a target-rich environment if there's something tough you have to kill, and you're going to want to constantly pick off those targets, pick up the energy, and then come back at the primary target. Because these targets are, these guys aren't too bad, but the next level, there's going to be some not extractors, guardians that are really kind of rough. There we go. Of course, these guys are targets. Get him! Oh, come on. There we go. Got it. Mission complete. That's it. Fractal Combat X. Pretty darn good. Fun to play on the GPD XD. The controls work really, really well in this one. It's one of the reasons why I suggested it. Again, kind of a blast to play, but make sure that you at least spend a little bit of money to get rid of the annoying ass ads. And that's it. GPD XD Live. We'll have another one coming up. I'm going to record 2 or 3 of these. Obviously, I won't play them in a row, but I will be back with something in 2 days. See ya.
Retro Rob's Daily Videos.